Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss him, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Baker on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled
on any running play that's called. They're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 59. Mike is... Hey, gun. Watch the curl.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Look good, though. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 37 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And the catch made by Hopkins.
Complete to DeAndre.
That's good for 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he hits Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The stop made by Jordan Phillips. Brought down back at the 27.
Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Here we go, here we go. 180! White.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
21. Six.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Here we go. 180!
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hot!
59. Mike's 59.
Six.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
49er.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season. 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 18. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike, check.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
49er.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too... Greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down, Arizona.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
49ers.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cause it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 32 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Devon Kennard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Intended for Kendrick Bourne. Brings up 3rd down and
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out right at the 35. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Murray. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Yards. First down, Cardinals.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed play.
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
It's a pickup of
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. One, Omaha. 12.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And a Cardinal first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Arizona.
First down, Murray. Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Third down.
Murray to air it out again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
33-yard line.
21. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Cardinals 13, 49ers 7.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
4th down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Christian Kirk.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Murray now. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
12, fellas, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack.
40-yard line.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
15. First down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
18 on the play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. He's been hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Isaiah Simmons there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 35, Mike 35.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He finds Coleman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 51 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Arizona, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Now I just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. 15, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like dreaming till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon'